Hey Doll Baddies, I'm back again with another video. As y'all can see, today we'll be doing another braid down hair tutorial. Y'all really loved the last one, so I had to give y'all another, okay? So today I will be teaching you guys how to braid down long, coarse, medium hair, and the braid I'll be doing is for a glueless closure, sewing, quick weave closure, so on and so forth. So this is what this braid pattern is going to be for, and I just showed you her hair, and her hair is so pretty, so long, so full. And I'm about to show y'all how y'all could get y'all install super flat and braid all this hair up with one ending braid. So the first thing we're going to do is create our side part. So she is going to be getting a custom closure wig, custom elebow closure wig, okay? And her part is going to be on the right hand side. So y'all know the first step, if you don't know, the first step you need to do is your anchor braids, okay? So depending on the person's hairline will determine if your anchor braid is going to start off going directly down across, or if it's going to stop like hers due to the fact that when I'm parting her hair, it didn't go all the way down. And if you don't know, my favorite comb is a rat tail comb. That is my go-to comb. Like, if I'm doing hair, I'm going to have me a rat tail right beside me. But please do not detangle with a rat tail comb, because the teeth are too small for the hair. So make sure you're using a Y2 comb to detangle, and make sure you're holding the hair as well. So right now I'm going to go ahead and do my first braid, and the braid only stopped about halfway due to the fact that the way her hairline is constructed, it wouldn't allow me to go further down. So for my next braid, as you can see, I'm going to begin braiding. Y'all, I haven't had nails in so long. Every time I get my nails done after a week or two off, I be forgetting how to braid with them until I get back in the mojo. But nonetheless, I was able to make it do what it do. So right now, as you can see, I'm connecting the first braid to the second one so that they could be my anchor braid. So depending on the person's hairline, you might not have to do this step. You might just straight off the bat just do it going all the way straight down. But everybody's hairline is different. So for hers, like I said previously, this is what I had to do, and this will be considered my anchor braid. Anchor braids are super vital and important because you don't want to create too much tension on when you're doing your installs. Yes, you may need to use braiding hair, especially if it was a sewing. I would require braiding hair, also depending on how fine their hair is. But she didn't need braiding hair because it wasn't necessary. But usually when I am doing anchor braids, especially for a sewing of a closure, and I'm going to be braiding on the hairline, not their edges, their hairline. Like the perimeter, I will use braiding hair so that I don't have so much tension pulling on the hair. It's like the braiding hair is helping hold, the tension. It's not just only the hair itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and literally just do an outline of my anchor braids, like I said before, of her head shape. Once I went ahead and went behind her ear, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight across the nape area and braid that down as well. Okay, so right now what I'm about to do is section up her hair and just do a few quick twists just so I could get some control, and the hair is just not all in my way. It's not just out, it's not just everywhere. So y'all are about to see me do some quick little twists, section it off so I'm able to have better control and a guide as I am braiding down her hair. So as y'all can see, this is what it's looking like. I made 2 sections to make my life easier. So do whatever makes, your life easier. And right here as well, I would definitely, the hair is little bit fine on this side. So I would have, if I was doing a sewing, recommend for you guys to use braiding hair for that part. Like I said, depending on what you're doing, braiding hair may be required for the anchor braids. But for this particular install, the custom wig won't be sewed down. She is going to be wearing it on and off. It is not required. If the custom wig was going to be sewn down, like I said, when sew it down, I would have used braiding hair so that the thread and the tension, I keep using tension, sorry I keep using the same word, y'all, but literally that's what it is. The tension is not pulling and yanking on the person's hair. So once I go ahead and braid down that side of the anchor braids, I'm going to connect them so that they're connecting it to one, because the goal is to have one ending braid. So I literally just showed y'all in slow-mo. It's kind of hard to see with my fingers of like what hair is in each each individual finger, but I'm literally just gradually like separating the hair individually and then just start braiding it. And you want to go ahead and make sure you braid all the way down. So now we're going to begin our braid pattern. And right now I'm just going to go ahead and work on my right hand side, and I'm going to just start braiding out her hair. And the goal also is to make sure that the braids are going to end up down at the nape. So you need to do whatever you need to do to make sure that all the braids eventually end up at the nape, okay? So in order to get to the nape, the first braid that I am doing won't be able to come all the way down, which is fine, but all I will be doing for my next braid is connecting them, literally like connecting the dots. And as well, when you are doing your braids, please make sure that you are going back and correcting your part, because sometimes when you are braiding, you might use too much pressure and you might slant the line a little bit. You might do mess up it or whatever the case may be. So always repart your hair while you're doing your braid patterns. So right here I'm showing y'all how I am adding the first braid into the second one. And the first braid I did not braid all the way down. You're going to see me do this a lot in this video of not braiding the hair all the way down, because it makes it hard for it to properly lay flat. If I'm braiding it all the way down trying to connect it, the braids are going to end up bulky. So I leave out the hair so that when I am braiding, I could take the 3 pieces and divide them equally into the connecting braid, and then I just braid all the way down so that it'll be, you know, like even. So I do like to work on one side, do like 1, 2, 3 braids, then go to the other side and just alternate, because like I said, sometimes when we're braiding, you do be adding a lot of pressure and you might do like slant the line. And I'm telling y'all off of, you know, experience, and some of y'all may know. So I do recommend that you work on both sides and keep it very like symmetric. Don't just try to do a braid down, do all the right side, then go to the left side, because you will have imperfections for sure. So as y'all can see, after I part my hair and section it out, I am detangling it with my Y2 comb. And I'm going to go ahead and just start braiding down her braids. And like I said, the goal is to make sure all your braids are ending up in the nape. So as y'all are watching me visually, just do what you have to do to make sure that them braids end up at the nape, okay? So when it does become necessary, I will have to unravel my previous braid like I was saying earlier. And then in order to connect it, I will have to unravel just a bit so that it could fit right into the second braid. And as you can see, I just connected them braids and made it into one braid. Okay? I just connected the braids and made it into one braid because I want it to be in the nape. And right here, I'm just checking to see how far down I should braid so that when I do lift it up to be able to connect it, it's not braided down, it's not giving lumpy. So I did do a few braids on the left hand side, and now I'm coming right back to the right hand side. So make sure you are alternating sides so that your part stays straight, curved, however you parted it, it stay in that manner. So right here, I'm just making another part, checking if it's going all the way down, and right here we are going to connect the braids. So I'm lifting it up And as you can see, I braided too far down, and I'm like, okay, no, it's not gonna fit. It's gonna come out bulky, and we don't want no bulky braids. So what do I have to do? I do have to unravel it a bit, just so that when I do lift it up, I'm able to, like I said before, divide the hair into the braid I'm using now. As y'all can see, I'm gonna go ahead and separate it into 3. I'm separating it, getting my mojo, I'm braiding it down, okay? And here we go. Then now, after you do like your first 3 braids, it's connected, it's in there, it's tight, and then just braid all the way down. And then right here, I didn't worry too much because the ankle braid was small enough to be able to be connected. So I just lifted it up, added it into the braid, and now we're just gonna braid all the way down. Well, we're not gonna braid all the way down, but we're gonna braid down to the nape and then leave some hair remaining like unbraided. And I'm doing this because of the length of her hair. In my previous videos, when y'all see me doing braid patterns, I do not do that because depending on the length requires if you should leave the hair unfinished, should I say. So depending on the length decides if the hair should remain unbraided. I would say short hair to like half medium hair, you are able to braid all the way down. Medium to long, you're definitely going to need to leave the braids unraveled, so when you are connecting, you are able to divide them. I hope that makes sense. But depending on the length of the hair, it depends on if you should be braiding the hair all the way down, because it will play a big role in how flat your braid pattern is. Okay, period. Okay, I did that. And so my next section, the one I just did, y'all see I wasn't able to bring it all the way down to the nape. That's fine, because this next one I will be able to, and I'm just going to connect the braid. So I'm just doing whatever I need to do necessary to make sure I have one end of braiding that my braids is going to hit the nape. So my previous braid didn't reach all the way down, but as you can see right now, I'm connecting it into joining it with this one. I'm dividing the hair evenly into 3 sections so I am able to braid it. And then boom, we just gonna braid halfway. And take your time doing this. It's no reason to be trying to rush through a braid pattern, because the foundation of your braids, the foundation of your installs period will result in the final stage, the longevity, the just the flatness, just the whole structure of your install depends on your foundation. So take your time when you are doing your braid downs, because doing doodle dooku braids, it ain't it. The hairstyle ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna be flat. It ain't gonna be raw. It ain't gonna be clean. It ain't gonna be crisp. It ain't gonna give you that, facelift. Y'all know that facelift that y'all get when y'all get your hair done? Yeah, like, so just make sure your foundation, which is your braids, is flawless, okay? You can't have no ugly foundation and expect great results. It ain't giving that. So while I was talking, I hope y'all did catch on to what I was doing. I was doing my last braid, so I literally just conjoined the left side, the right side, and braiding it all the way down. Now, it might look like the braid ain't clean, but that's okay. It ain't gonna really look like a braid because it's, a lot of hair. But just try to I lost my train of thought, y'all, but y'all know what I was trying to say. Just add the left side, the right side, connect the braid, and now you got one end of braid. So imagine that, all that hair, and look at this flat, clean, crisp. Y'all see my curved part? Okay, and it didn't stay like that just because it just stayed like that. I continuously made sure I was defining it, making sure, I didn't put so much tension while I was braiding, and clean it up. Like, as you working, refine your work. There's nothing wrong with it. And right now I'm about to take my favorite Duo Grow oil and massage my client's scalp, and I am going to massage it in her scalp to stimulate the circulation of the blood flow, get her hair growing. Your hair love that, okay? Massaging to your client's scalp, a nice 20-30 second massage is going to be greatly appreciated. Child, this be their favorite part. Her eyes was low-key rolling back of her head like she was enjoying it. Okay, so yeah, oil your client's scalp. And then literally all I did was just shove the last end of braid into like the other braid, like interlock it. You could add a bobby pin, you could sew it down depending on what your install is. And as well, right now I am going to, I just got to be glued down her edges. So right here y'all can see I have the custom unit hand sewn. Also I did add an elastic band for security, but I'm gonna go ahead and put her unit on right now. And right now I'm just lining up the part to make sure the part is in the right area of where I parted it. And voila, magic, y'all. Look at the part, look at how crisp, how flat her hair is. You don't even know I literally just braided out all that hair under this wig. Like, what happened? And this is glueless. She's gonna be able to take it all on and off. She didn't want any baby hairs, and it's just very much clean and laid to perfection. Okay, if y'all have any comments, questions, or concerns, you ever know the deal, to go ahead and put that down below, and I'll check y'all out in the next one.